from down here south. Well, South Texas, near Albany. This thing is on the ground. A powerful, powerful tornado here, guys. This thing is, Jesus God, man. We just tornado every day. If I can get Nick counter cross stream on this thing, he has a tornado on the ground, doing damage. This thing's doing damage here. Thankfully it's out in a field, so it shouldn't be hitting much. It might go into this town. We can hope not. We can hope it doesn't. We can hope it just misses the town. But man, it'll be awfully close. It is hitting homes down there. Oh man, it is hitting homes now. This tornado, look on the ground. See the sub-vortices around that thing. It's a damaging tornado is currently on the ground in effect here in just kind of the center part of Texas. This is probably a bit more north. Man, that thing is going. That thing is going. It'll do damage. Damaging tornado, guys. This is damaging. Oh, man. This is a strong tornado now, looking at it. It's a big-time tornado here, guys. This is Central Texas. You're watching it live. This is live, guys. This is live footage of that tornado. Tornado on the ground. Look at that thing. God dang. Look at that. Look at that tornado, man. That is incredible. I did not expect to go live for a slight risk. This is a huge tornado. This thing is on the ground. It's spinning so fast. I did not. This is a 2% tornado risk again, so this is just incredible. Oh, that thing. Wow. Oh man, this thing's going. Jesus, huge tornado on the ground. This thing has just turned into a huge tornado. Looking at it here, again, we're just about Central Texas. This is a large tornado on the ground. Damaging tornado. This is a particularly dangerous situation. If you're in the path of this thing, please seek immediate shelter. Oh, man. It really dropped quickly. It looks like it's hailing pretty big out there in the water. Still on the ground. This thing's been on the ground for a decent amount of time, actually. Sorry about that, my nose is really runny. It's a PDS down here. Let me get on the radar. This is just absolutely incredible. Can I get Jesus, man.
Let me go back to this in a second.
Right
Once
here
again, Hawkley, Texas, you've got to seek shelter. This right here is your strong and large tornado that we're looking at actively. That's really moving into Hawley area. Hodges as well, you got to seek shelter. If you're in North Abilene, you need to seek shelter. If you're in Abilene, Texas, even though you got a few minutes, you should still be seeking shelter. Use that tornado action plan as this storm will be heading in your direction over the next several minutes. Even if this tornado occludes, we could still see a tornado come toward your area. This is the latest scan. The tornado is now, instead of going east, it is now dropping down to the south. So the latest scan is showing that tornado going southbound. Regardless, if you're in Hawley, you've got to go to your safe place. This is still a large tornado on the ground near Hawley, Texas.
This thing's definitely still on the ground. There's debris getting flung all over this tornado. This is really impressive.
Away from windows and lowest floor possible.
It's headed for a pretty large town in Texas. It's over 10,000 people. Let's hope it includes, because this thing is spinning good. It's spinning good.
Yeah, this is Connor Croft on the storm near Hawley. He's also on YouTube.
Big time tornado. This is a beautiful tornado. This thing is absolutely beautiful structure. It's spinning very, very quickly.
This is just insane.
It's lofting debris. There's debris all in this.
It's just well, again, at the bare minimum, even if it's not large, it is a strong tornado. The velocities on radar are quite strong. I mean, again, we're talking about gate to gate around 100.
Look at that.
120
wow.
right now. It was higher before.
Just sitting there, just going and going.
This is just literally insane. This tornado's again been on the ground for 15 minutes or so. It's only been condensed for the last like 10 minutes, or about not even 10 minutes, probably last 8 minutes.
Thing has been doing damage for a while here.
This is picking up serious debris. It looks like
wow, look at that thing.
Trees or buildings.
Look at that thing. Oh, that's a big tornado, guys. That's a big. Oh, we hit a house. Hit a house.
This tornado now.
Just hit a house. That thing just hit a home. Oh my! That it's doing.
Again, this is going right
it just hit a home. Look at the debris on this tornado.
I cannot believe this.
It just hit a home.
It's not moving very fast, but it's going right now right through Hawley. CC drop. I'm guessing so much. Let me look. Yeah, you got a clear CC drop right there. It's not super definitive.
We just saw that thing destroy a house.
This tornado is actually condensed even further. It hasn't really weakened. It's getting larger again.
Jeez, look at this thing. It's throwing debris. Throwing debris, big debris, big debris. Look at this down here. We got debris.
Again, this is in Hawley, Texas.
Yeah, a big tornado in Texas here, guys.
I believe 10 miles north of Abilene, the downtown area of Abilene.
It's heading towards Abilene, Texas. Hopefully this thing does not hit Abilene, Texas, because God, this thing is going. This thing is going. Look at that.
Somehow we still have all our windows. I don't even know how, really.
Oh,
this is
man.
Even more condensed than before. Again, this is a strong and large tornado. It's near Route 83, and it's also going to be just on the west side of Hawley. The tornado now, on the latest radar scan, we're going to go back to Connor in a second, but this tornado, look at the velocities here.
Jesus.
This was originally going towards Hawley. It's now dipping south. Now again, tornadoes can change directions. So this could go east, it could go west at any time, it could go north or south. So if you're anywhere in this pink polygon, you've got to go to your storm shelter, your basement, your closet, or bathroom.
This is a very concerning tornado here on the ground. This thing is becoming a monster tornado. We are just watching this thing. Look at this tornado. There's debris, more debris.
Again, you've got to take shelter if you're on this warning. You can see the tornado. This is live. That's a large and strong tornado.
Yeah, like you said, this is right now. This is happening now.
It's a pretty serious situation.
My Jesus.
This is now the second large tornado that we've seen. The first one barely moved.
Yeah, I think
looks like it's roping out again.
Finally about to die.
Hope it dies out. It's kind of taking a very sharp right turn.
Whoa.
The condensed area is still there.
Look at that.
Just kidding. It's back.
Nope, it's still there. This is not really weakening yet.
Jesus.
Let's hope it weakens.
Look at this thing. Guys, this is incredible.
There's still clearly debris, by the way.
Tornado on the ground. This thing's still on the ground doing big damage. There's so much debris.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is a large and strong tornado on the west side of Hawley, Texas, about 10 to 12 miles north of Abilene. It's still going. I think Connor's going to try to reposition here. We'll back to him in a second. Once again, this is your tornado that's on the ground. This is your tightening on radar.
Let's get back on radar here, guys. This is near Hawkley.
Of Hawley.
So it did hit a few homes. It did damage to these homes. I'm afraid to see what it did. This thing is still on the ground. It's still going. It's going to hit even more homes, guys. I hate to say it. It will. Pretty big debris with this thing.
It's going to be right between Hodges and
This is,
Hawley
again, a particularly dangerous situation. You folks in LB take cover now. This is a big city.
So you've got to continue to stay in that
how
storm
far
shelter,
are we?
your basement,
We
your
are
closet, your bathroom, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. If you're anywhere
3 miles from
in either of these
impact,
two pink
quite
polygons,
literally
I'd still stay in a
impact.
safe place for you on the
7
northern
miles
one. But even on this
from
southern one,
impact.
that's where it's going.
This thing
The storm's
could
moving
go
south
and
right
hit the
now,
town.
and it will
Let's
be
see what the
going
wind.
towards impact and as well as Abilene over the next few minutes.
How fast is it moving?
I'll fix Connor's screen. Just give me 1 second. It's a little bit laggy here.
15 miles an hour. So we definitely got a bit. Oh, is it roping out?
Looks like that tornado might be roping out. Hopefully it does. The problem is from here, I mean, this storm could recycle again and drop another tornado. We've had it happen now. This is the second tornado on this storm.
It's not a good angle of
that has been large, and you know Abilene would be in the track.
Oh, it's still on the ground.
Right side of your screen's that tornado.
Still on the ground here, guys.
It's not as big as before, but it's still picking up debris.
Still on the ground. Look at that. It's still doing debris. Still doing damage. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at this. This is
approaching the northwest side of North Abilene.
Oh man, this thing is just incredible.
Still on the ground as of right now.
Violent. Wow.
Apparently there's an injured child in this area from this tornado. That is just awful.
Oh, wow.
Being reported by
Look at
Frank
this!
McKinney.
Whoa! Look at this! Whoa, my! Look at this thing go! Look at that!
Multiple injured children. Where was this? Do you know? Was it like a school or something? I think that tornado's still on the ground.
Vortices!
Can't tell yet.
Tornadoes are roping out.
There's a funnel there at the top right. There might still be debris. It just might not be condensed for a tornado. The radar's showing it not nearly as strong as before. Let's hope it's just roping out right now. Mobile home park. Oh, that's awful.
Might be gone.
Say, you know, if you're in a mobile home area, you know, you can't be there during tornadoes. It's just not safe.
It's still there. It's still doing damage.
Huge shout out to Freddie McKinney, by the way. Apparently he has an injured person in his car. Hopefully he gets the help that he needs.
My stream phone. If you don't have my burner, don't call, please. I know.
I mean, Connor's not really close enough to do anything like that. Obviously, he's still
far
away from where this
it's
tornado
about
I know where Freddie is. I know there's. I don't know where he is.
There's about a lift, I think.
Freddie, do you have a copy?
Once
People
again,
are
this
saying
is...
you got injured. People, where are you?
Apparently there are injured children.
It's still on the ground.
Texas in a mobile park.
Yeah, definitely still on the ground. Look at that thing go, man. That is crazy.
I was gonna try to go over there if he gets the location. Just awful. And once again, even if there's no tornado on the ground anymore, this could definitely recycle. This is, again, the live radar.
It's still on the ground, I'd say.
Notice how strong that tornado was before near Hawley. Picked up significant debris. Once again, a lot of damage to areas there, but it has occluded for the time being, but it could easily recycle. That's your rotation near Hawley. Hopefully it doesn't, but this is going to be going towards a very populated area, so we've got to keep that in mind here. This is going to be heading towards a relatively populated area here near Abilene, Texas. And then Jones County. It's going to be going towards impact and tide. Again, if you're in any of those areas, you should stay very vigilant, because this could still recycle and drop another large tornado. If you're new to the channel, again, make sure to subscribe, and we'll keep you posted with the latest. We're going to be live here probably at least for another couple of hours through this threat. Again, unfortunately, by the sounds of it, you know, from what I'm hearing, there are children injured in Hawley, Texas, or in that vicinity where this tornado just happened. That debris that you saw being lifted up into the atmosphere a few minutes ago on Connor's stream there gives you an idea of what that tornado was doing. It was picking up debris, possibly some of those mobile homes. It looked like, it looked to be, you know, some like wooden planks, and that might have been what that was.
Man, they don't like that.
Once again, just really, really sad stuff. And again, if you know anybody in
Hopefully
Hawley, Texas, if you know anybody in Hodges or Truby, anywhere basically in this pyramid here.
I ain't gonna stay live for too much longer. That's new. I was
you know,
just
give them a
shocked.
call or text and make sure they're okay. Hopefully you can get through to them. But you know what we just witnessed was a strong and intense tornado here near Hawley.
I'm gonna watch it.
Started all back about I think about 25 minutes ago or so, and it just ripped through the west side of Hawley with significant damage. This tornado is fully occluded on radar, but it could recycle.
Whatever it hit here,
still stay in your safe place here near Abilene.
Like these hopes are gone.
The storm's gonna be heading in your direction here soon, and it could recycle. It's just a very dangerous storm. Again, prayers to anybody that was just hit by this. Just really scary stuff near Hawley. It's horrible. The link for Connor's in the description. I don't have a link to Freddy. The link for Connor's in the description. I don't know what Connor's doing yet. I don't know if he's going to keep chasing for the storm or he's going to try to, you know, help those people. I don't know if he can actually get there. I'm not entirely sure. But he has no idea where Freddy is. That's the problem. But if you're in the area and you know any first responders or anything like that, just give him a holler. I don't know where this was, but I'm guessing it was somewhere like in here is my guess.
Freddie,
I couldn't tell you. I don't know where the damage happened. I think Connor is going to try to help. But there's damage here. We'll probably have at least some visual of the damage in a few minutes. Connor's in that area.
Okay, tornado. Jeez. Absolute just grinder. Look at the full Listen to it.
Search and rescue now. There's the damage. Wow.
Hey Wes, I love you.
Just to make this very quick,
we're okay.
I've got injured people in my car.
Let me see this.
I don't even think this was where the main core of the tornado happened.
Man.
That right there's the damage.
Oh man.
Get in! Get in the car! Get in the car!
Man, I
Most of those homes have been covered in that area, so there's a lot of search and rescue people there already.
Right here, get in! Get in!
Hey, get it, baby!
No, that's what the tornado was.
Look at me.
That's horrible. That was. We saw it do it live here, guys.
Lots of random debris kind of scattered on the fences as well.
We saw it hit the town live. We saw it do the damage near Hawley. Oh man.
Alright, once again, this is still a PDS tornado. Even though it's no longer on the ground, it could still drop again at any time as it moves towards Abilene and impact.
It
once again, this is right now moving down to the southeast near Route 83. Once again, if you are in this tornado warning, you need to continue to stay in your safe place. We've had 2 different large tornadoes with this storm, just for the record. So, you know, if you haven't been watching the entire stream, we had a large tornado on the northwest side, or really west side of Anson. It's about 9 miles to the west of Anson, not too long ago. It was probably about an hour ago. We also had another large tornadoes on the ground for probably about 25 minutes or so here near Hawley.
Okay. Is this
once again,
no, this is Connor Croft, but
very significant tornado that just went through Hawley. And again, if you know any friends or family in Hawley, please give them a call. There's been reportable injuries in this area. But once again, this is going to be moving south, and it could drop another tornado as it moves that direction. But for the time being, that rotation is going to be located on the south side of Hawley, which was, again, going to be an area that we have to watch for some sort of recycling.
Yeah,
you could see another hook echo develop, and that could, again, end up dropping another tornado as it moves towards the very populated area, by the way, of Abilene, Texas. Abilene's not a small town. It is a city there. So, once again, Abilene, Texas, you've got to be in your safe place just in case this tries to drop again. Injuries are being reported in Hawley, Texas, as a tornado has directly hit homes. That's just something I'm reading off Twitter on a report. Yeah, we kind of saw some of that damage there at Hawley, but I do think Connor might be going after the storm again. I'm not 100% sure, but prayers to anybody that was just hit by that tornado. That was significant. 135,000 in Abilene's populated. You can see all the roads on the map here. I mean, it's a populated city. There's a lot of people there. And unfortunately, if we do get a tornado, it would be going pretty much right into Abilene. So you know, if you're in Abilene, you've got to stay very vigilant here. You've got to go to your safe place if you're in Abilene and you're tuning in. Anywhere in the surrounding areas. Again, this could recycle and drop yet again another tornado. Again, we've had 2 different tornadoes with this. There could be a third. Apparently, Connor's saying there might be another tornado developing where he is, but I'm not seeing anything too tight on radar yet. But if it does develop, it'd be on the east side of Hodges. Yeah, again, huge shout out to Freddie McKinney. He's helping a ton of people there in Hawley, Texas.
Man, that
3 or 4 colleges
in
Abilene.
Bad on Freddie
I can't remember what the
stream.
colleges
I'll pull
were.
it up. I
know
won't pull up the
one,
video of that kid because that makes me sick. This thing was just a.
Freddie ended his stream. He's heading to the hospital with kids. Just
oh my gosh.
Horrible.
This thing was just a few minutes ago, guys.
So
this
horrible.
is a destructive tornado.
Violent tornado. Absolute just grinder. Look at the full.
God.
Listen to it.
Abilene Christian. I think that's the main one that I know of there.
God, this thing was a few minutes ago. We were just live.
And right here is where we're looking for the potential for a tornado again.
Man,
that is where the strong action is. And again, Connor's looking at that right now, bottom right of your screen.
I won't show up for you guys just
turning in. If it does drop, it's going to be heading right towards Abilene.
Went
if you're in Abilene,
live,
Texas, you've got to seek shelter.
live,
if you're in
and he had
Impact,
a
Texas,
sick,
if you're in
a kid,
Texas,
family. I was all hurt.
Any of those areas, again, you've got to seek
really
shelter.
badly.
This could drop another tornado that's, you know, possibly as strong as the first one. It's not being ruled out at this point. You know, this is moving southeast right now.
God, man. We just had a bad tornado go near Hawkley.
EMS is trying to get there. Heavy rain is hindering their response. Yeah, I mean, we got huge hail on the back side of the storm. We got more than just that. We also got, you know, Tons of rain.
I
and
do
this
too.
is again the storm that just went
if
through.
you guys saw, Freddie McKinney did have
this was the storm on the reflectivity. I didn't give you a great visual of that, but look at that hook echo that we had earlier. That was where the large tornado was. Is right in this hook. Mentioned that before when we're in the middle of the tornado warning, and it kept going.
In Hamlin,
it's
Texas,
kind of occluded,
here,
but
we got
it's
some
gonna
damage.
probably try to recycle here. It's at least trying. The rotation's not as strong, but again, it could intensify at any time. And what we're looking at here are the winds that are going to be going towards the radar and away from the radar, so that's your circulation. Once we get very strong couplet here, like very bright red and green colors, that's usually when we have a tornado, in some cases a strong and large tornado. We don't have that right now, but we do have at least a stronger area of circulation. And Connor's mentioning that as well, that there is at least some circulation there that might be trying to drop a tornado. But you gotta take this seriously again if you're in Abilene. You've got to seek shelter if you're in Abilene, if you're in Impact, if you're in Ty. This will be heading right in that direction. I honestly don't know really a whole lot about Freddie. I've never really watched him, but I do want to, again say, huge shout out to Freddie McKinney. He's doing search and rescue there, and he's taking some of the injured children to the hospital there in Hawkley, Texas. Just a massive shout out to him. I mean, seriously. This is probably going to drop again. We got a strong couplet right now on the west side of Route 83.
Oh,
this
man.
Is intensifying yet again.
Oh, man.
More than likely, we're going to get another tornado with this.
And it'll be going to much more heavy populated areas, much quicker. Albany, Mobile Home Park is in the path this thing. Hopefully it's lit. Hopefully it doesn't drop, because my God, this would be a bad situation, guys.
All right, there's your rotation.
We also had a tornado in Joplin earlier today.
So again, if you know any friends or family in Abilene, Texas, you gotta give them a call or text. Make sure that they are being very vigilant here. This is a serious situation. Again, this is not like a typical tornado day here. We're talking about two large tornadoes that we've had with the storm. Thankfully, the first one did not impact really anybody. It was in farmland and it was barely moved. The second one went through a town of Hawley, and this could also drop something. And again, it's gonna be going towards Hawley. Or sorry, gonna be going towards North Abilene and impact. By the way, this is back down to radar indicated. Sorry, I didn't notice that. I think they just updated the warning, but it is back down to radar indicated rotation. It is no longer a particularly dangerous situation for Abilene, but I do want to reiterate, we could get another tornado here, and it could again be strong and or large. So, if you're in Abilene, you've still got to take this seriously. This rotation is trying to develop again. And what I mean by recycling is that essentially the first tornado weakened and it occluded, and there might be a second one developing with it.
It's a lot of rain.
Intensify just like the first one. So, if you're in Abilene, you've got to seek shelter. You cannot.
I can't tell because this doesn't update too often.
You've got to take it seriously.
He'll drive right into the velocity couple. Oh, it's actually past.
Yeah, Connor right now is going to be chasing the storm. So if it does drop again, we'll have a view of it. The area that he went to do search and rescue, there were already people there. So we'll have another radar scan here in a moment.
Man.
Trying to see if there's any other reports here on Twitter. If you guys do see any reports, you can at me on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. Any reports of, again, damage or injuries or anything like that, I'll try to relay that information if it is of importance. But if you're just tuning in, we do have injuries that have been confirmed in the Hawley area from a tornado that was large. That's in Texas, again, just north of Abilene. And we had a very large and strong tornado. The first tornado has occluded and weakened. We have a second one that might be trying to develop now northwest of Abilene. And that right there will be where we're watching for that chance for a tornado. We're looking at the velocities radar. It gives us an idea of the spin in the atmosphere, the winds, and the latest scan actually just weakened it entirely. So hopefully that continues. The latest scan just occluded that area of rotation, but I would still stay in your safe place just in case, because this could still technically intensify again. The latest scan just kind of weakened that out. We're going to continue to watch the storm very closely as it approaches Abilene. It's a very populated area. All right, I have to pee because I'm going to pee right now in case this does drop again. I'll be back in like 60 seconds. We'll go to Connor for a second.
Vince
and we'll be right back.
You're enjoying
Corey Gherkin's in heavy rain. Man, I don't know if this will drop again.
Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed.
He's driving into Albany.
It does seem like people were injured by that tornado. I've been trying to get a hold of Freddie, but clearly he's in a situation.
Hey Connor, I'm okay, man. I just took a whole family. Their house just got completely leveled, like EF4 damage, and they had injuries. Kids had injuries. I took the whole family to the hospital, and I'm okay. I'm at the hospital now.
Alright, I don't think there's anything on the ground right now. Is the hospital in Abilene like in the path of the storm? And I'm glad that you're okay, and hopefully those guys you took to the hospital are okay as well.
I said Radar Omega. I got pictures of the damage, got pictures of some of this damage already. Oh, man. God, man, God. This is incredible damage from this tornado we watched live. His home is gone. His home is gone.
Great work, dude. You're a freaking hero.
God, man.
All right.
Thankfully, guys, this looks outflow dominant right now. This does not look like it's in a position.
I'm saying it's outflow dominant, and I hope so. I mean, this hopefully will not drop anything else. This is
dominant.
And already significant as is. We do have a damage report coming out of the southwest side of Hawley. Property damage reported southwest of Hawley at FM 605 as of approximately 9 minutes ago. So that's a new report. This actually might be becoming outflow dominant. The rotation really quickly weakened again. So I'm hoping this isn't, you know, I really hope this doesn't drop again. I mean, it looks to be outflow dominant.
Let's not worry about the damage.
Let's just hope. Again, if you're in Abilene, though, I'm still staying in your safe place just in case.
Let's not talk about the damage.
Connor was just talking to Freddie. Family's in the hospital. I hope they, you know, they're okay. It was just horrible. Again, I cannot say this enough. I don't know who Freddie is, but I want to give him a big shout out. If you know Freddie McKinney, I would, you know, follow him on YouTube or whatever platform he's on. I mean, he's saving lives out there. Oh God, I'm seeing the photos on Twitter. It's just horrible. It's horrible.
These homes, God. Are they up near Hodges? It's a weird angle. I can't really. He still has pretty. Oh man,
it's horrible. I mean, again, I'm not gonna retweet the photos, but literally, kids being carried out of a home from Hawley, Texas.
Bad.
It's horrible. I mean, I'm not gonna show the photos. I'm also not gonna retweet them for the family's privacy's sake. But I mean, just you can imagine the situation that just happened in Hawley. I mean, there's mobile homes there, and on the west side of the town, there's mobile homes, and you know,
hit them.
Unfortunately, one of them got hit very hard, and there's 2 kids getting carried out by their parents, seemingly injured. And again, mobile homes do not stand really any chance in tornadoes, and it's very dangerous to be in a mobile home during a tornado. And that's, again, it's always reiterated, and I try to reiterate it as much as possible. You know, if you're in an area prone to severe weather on any given day, you should always make sure that you have a sturdy structure.
Today was not a big tornado.
Like Connor's going to try to go back and do search and rescue if needed. Let's see if there's any other reports. Just horrible. Now, again, over the last couple of minutes, we've not seen nearly as much rotation on this. So let's hope that continues. I would still stay in your safe place, though, if you're in Abilene, just in case. Still going to be going towards Abilene. It still has a chance, even if it goes outflow dominant. We could technically still get a tornado. So I would not be, you know, letting your guard down at this point if you're in Abilene. So we'll be moving into impact Ty and Abilene near Interstate 20 over the next several minutes. Connor was talking to Freddie via radio if you reverse while you're gone. It's fine. I'm not going to reverse it. It's fine. I kind of got the memo from a couple people in chat. I don't need to reverse it just for me. For those that are wondering, an outflow boundary or an outflow dominant storm, usually they don't produce as much of a tornado threat. Hopefully that's what happens here. With how intense this storm has been, I just wouldn't be surprised if we had something else with it, but...
watch right here.
Again, the hope is that we don't have anything else with this storm. But it is going to go right into the downtown area of Abilene. So if you are in Abilene, Texas, again, you've got to make sure that you're continuing to stay in your safe place, away from windows and lowest floor possible. The tornado warning does not expire until 8 o'clock, and it could be reissued if that rotation does intensify again or stays strong enough near Abilene, Texas. Again, near Ty and Merkel, Texas.
I don't see a merger anywhere. Merger here. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know if that'll do much.
Sounds like Connor's going to the hospital to help out. If he is going to the hospital, he did say he's going to end his stream, so just an FYI. For those that might be watching Connor.
God, I can't believe we saw that live. I don't like the looks of this, guys.
Vince is going through the damage. I mean, it sounds to me like there was a decent amount of mobile homes that were impacted by this.
Yeah, which I don't like.
Holly.
Really
and Holly's
like
not even that populated, just for reference. I mean, I don't know how many people live here, but I don't think it's that big of a city, or like a town, I should say. And where this tornado went through, again, it was on the west side of Holly, near Route 83. I mean, this is where the tornado was. So I'm guessing this was the area where those injuries were. I'm not 100% sure, but just by the track of this tornado, that would be seemingly where that happened. And once again, if you're just tuning in, we just had a large and strong tornado near Holly, Texas that injured multiple people. And if you know anybody there, again, just make sure to give them a call or text. Make sure they're okay. Population of 1,232. Thank you for that. So that's actually it's not a huge town, but it's a small town there of Holly. And now it's going towards a much larger town. It's actually a city, in Abilene. We might have something here near 707. So
yeah, that's what I'm watching, guys. This merger could kill the rotation, or it could become a large tornado.
Bathroom, whatever it is.
I can't believe what we just saw. Honestly, I don't feel good after seeing that. That did not.
As this could still technically drop something as it continues to move down.
That was a large, destructive,
subscribe down below.
dangerous tornado.
With the latest as the storm continues.
Violent, shall I say? Maybe not EF4 rated, but it was strong. It was moving.
See if we have any other reports on this. There are homes leveled west of Holly on County Road 458. Searched rubble, but the house appears to be empty. It's unclear if it was a mobile home or something, but the home itself was quite literally leveled. There is a car there, but there was a building or home or mobile home or something that was leveled. And I retweeted the photo on Twitter there of that, at Max Velocity WX on Twitter. But yeah, and we could still see a tornado with this develop. We're watching the west side of the storm for the potential for a tornado. It would be right in here near 707. Waiting for the next radar scan to see if this tries to drop again. Hopefully it doesn't, but again, this could be heading towards the Abilene area.
Yeah, we're watching right in here.
It was a PDS tornado, for the record. It was a particularly dangerous situation.
Still?
When it was on the ground. But again, this is not a PDS warning anymore. This is back to radar indicated for the time being. We don't have anything confirmed on the ground right now, but that black circle that I have there, that is where we're watching for a potential for a new tornado. If there's one to develop, it would be there. So we're watching this area very closely.
It could do it. It could do it.
Right, here's the latest scan. I'm not seeing nearly as much there. So let's just kind of hope it kind of fizzles here. That one scan there had something, but the latest scan doesn't really show anything. I would still be watching up in here too. I mean, there's a few areas that I would be watching. It's kind of in this ballpark near Route 83. Luckily right now there's nothing strong, tight, and confined. So we don't have an imminent tornado, but we could still get one at any time as this continues to move southeast. We've already seen 2 large tornadoes with this. Hopefully, as we go later into the evening, I mean, right now it's 7:53 p.m., a lot of that daylight heating should kind of come to a close, and we should hopefully start to see the storm kind of weaken a little bit. I mean, that's really the hope. But obviously, it's probably still well over from this storm being done. I just think that, you know, hopefully the tornado threat at least goes down as this moves down to the south. That's the hope. But I do think there's at least going to be a hail and wind threat with this. The weather was so nice today. Now we got a tornado coming. Yeah, I mean, this happens on days like this in the spring in Texas. I mean, Texas, you know, you can have a great day, but with how much instability we have, I mean, it was a very favorable environment for there to be storms today. So that's what ended up happening. I mean, we had upwards of 5,000 joules per kilogram of instability. That's a lot. And instability, for those that are wondering, is basically like gasoline into a vehicle. It's what fuels storms to develop, and that's again what we just had here in Abilene, where we had storms developing over the last, you know, few hours here. So we're still watching the storm closely, though, in case it does redevelop again. This is near Abilene, Texas, right now. That is pretty far west of DFW, pretty far east of Amarillo and Lubbock. It's in the center part of Texas. Freddy's stream was heart-wrenching. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't watching it or anything like that. I've seen some photos and I've, you know, heard a lot of things from you guys too. But, you know, again, I'm not going to show any photos. I'm also not going to retweet any photos from that. It was, you know, it's just not appropriate. And, you know, you need privacy for people that are injured and whatnot. But yeah, there were multiple people, unfortunately, injured in that tornado in Hawley.
Don't tell me we have a 4th. We've had
here's the latest scan.
3
got a huge hail core developing on the north side of Abilene. So this storm definitely has a lot of hail still. Check out the velocities and see if there's any new information there. I do not expect a tornado risk in Dallas-Fort Worth area tonight. I don't think we'll see one.
It is gone.
There's a very low chance, though, west of DFW. Freddie deleted the VOD. I mean, again, it's mostly because of privacy there. You don't want to show people that are injured on, you know, on a live stream. It's out of respect for those that were injured.
Looking like this, it
looks like Connor's at the hospital now.
Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. This is kind of an emergency live stream. I have some stuff to do tonight. I might go live later once I can change the title.
That's where he is. It looks like a hospital to me, or a medical center, or something like that.
So yeah, that was a horrible tornado we covered near Hawkley. That thing hurt some people.
If you guys see any updates on the status of that family or anything, just mention me on Twitter. I'm hoping that, okay, we do have an update. This is from Freddie McKinney on Twitter. I'm okay, guys, I'm okay. I took the family to the hospital. Thank God they survived that tornado. Their house was absolutely leveled.
Alright, guys, so I'll probably end it here for... No, yeah, it was a huge hailer. But yeah, I'll end it here for now. I got some stuff to do and I might go live later.
Again, that's the latest out of...
it was an unbelievable tornado in Texas today.
That tornado that hit Hawley.
It was powerful.
Freddie, again, is that the...
Yeah,